Yeah, because like it was on. Apparently, it was an ICE agent. Not apparently, it's a whole video. It's a whole video out there. ICE agent is it's a mother. She's in the car. Two ICE agents. They're there, approaching her, stopping her, and everything like that. She appears to drive off and everything, and then he lets off multiple shots off into the vehicle and everything like that. And it's crazy because I'm seeing it's not his first running in with another person. Like a couple months ago, even I believe Minneapolis as well, he had another run-in with somebody, but he got injured in that thing. He got dragged and everything like that. He had like 33 stitches, I believe, multiple stitches on his arm and everything like that. So for it to turn out to where he ends up in this situation now to even take this lethal force and everything like that, and they're trying to blame her as if, you know,
because it was her fault.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
It was her fault. Keep it a savage.
Nah, I mean, yeah, she drove off and everything like that.
Nah, she hit the nigga, bro. It's a video. Hold on.
See, that's what I ain't see. I
seen a couple different videos.
Yeah.
He was planted in front of her car.
Yeah.
And then he firmly stood his ground.
And then she ran over him. She ran over the foot.
She kind of grazed him.
Yeah, definitely. But it's one of those situations where it's kind of like, I think people looking at it like, yo, is it justified? Like, is the reaction justified? And it's one of those things where it's like, yo, there's a cause, there's an effect for every cause. You know what I mean? You can't really control how somebody reacts to a certain situation. You could look at it and be like, nah, that's fucked up, da 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 da. But you reacted how you reacted.
That's body cam footage.
Yeah. And when man. He said, yo. It's an unfortunate situation.
Unfortunate for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
definitely. And it just adds to like a lot of the political strife going on right now, especially, you know, with the administration we have involved. A lot of people, especially that migrated, they feel under attack, especially of the Hispanic descent and everything. So it's one of those situations where it's like, I guess the question here is like, is any reaction or retaliation, is there such thing as going too far in any situation? Or does like the situation like matter? Does that dictate how you react in a situation? Or is it just your reaction regardless? Like,
hold on. If somebody is trying to hit you with a car, right, and you have a gun on you, what are you gonna do?
Depends on who the person who's running me over, on what's the situation.
It depends on who's running you over?
Nah, like, all right, boom. So, because like, all right, random person, like, I don't know, or we having like a actual actual disagreement, like, but it's like very contentious. Like, this could go violent either way and everything. All right, boom. Yeah, facts. Because it's like, are you running me over now? It's like, I'm gonna, you feel me? You trying to end my life in a sense. You know what I mean? If it's a situation where it's kind of like, damn, if like, let's say that's the mother of your child and everything like that, are you gonna bust that gun? You feel me? Obviously, you know, it's a different situation, like with the context. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. But in that situation, he don't know and everything like that. You know, you could be like, yo, yeah, that's crazy, but he reacted how you reacted and everything. You know, so like, that's why I say sometimes it's like the context matters, even though it's the same situation, but it's like, all right, what if you change the character involved and everything? Your reaction may be a little different, you know what I'm saying? So.
All right. I'm not talking about if you know the person, if you
Right,
don't
like,
know the person.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, because I just had to think about it. It's like, nah, gang. Like, nah. Like, if you don't know somebody and they trying to run you over, you're a police officer at that. You know what I'm saying? And somebody is trying to run you over for doing your job. In reality,
You gotta shoot the tires, man.
you gonna shoot the tires?
But
So you shoot the tire and then you get hit. Then what happens?
I mean, you already got hit. He got hit.
I think
All right, valid point. Valid point.
Not enough time for him to move out the way. Like, he was just standing in front of our car. He could have moved to the side.
That's true, but in that situation, they just stood their ground. You feel me? They didn't want her to go nowhere because you already was, bro. They already running their operation, bro. Yeah. These are the fucking feds, bro. What the fuck you doing blocking the road, gang? Like, what do you think you're gonna do doing that, bro? All you're gonna do is get arrested,
I think that's
bro.
like standard though for police. Like they gotta stand their ground. I think that's a part of
I mean, he was just being firm in his decision. Like he was like, "Yo, nah, like I'm doing my job." Like, he's being firm because like it's one of those situations.
Bro, they was impeding an operation. She was impeding an operation in reality, bro.
He's standing in his ground, so like he got every right
like
to do
the
it.
amount of times they go through that shit a day is really like I don't really agree with all of the bullshit that they be doing.
Like the sign up to be a police officer, like you gotta stand your ground.
Personally, from hearing how we speaking about it, I think we forgetting that many officers are built in a certain psychological mind frame. So even if it looks like fuck the rules, fuck all of this, it's the same thing like what we saw with Eric Gardner. Niggas know you're not supposed to put a nigga in a headlock like that, bro. But you do it. Like that's why I fuck with KV's understanding. Like fuck the semantics, nigga. If you that shit happens to you, right? It's like how when niggas be saying like. It's for real, fight or flight. Like if niggas run up on you, gang, is you fighting niggas or not, nigga? Like you know, there's no joke. There's no, oh shit, do I really know that nigga? Or like, nah, nigga, fuck that. What if that nigga don't give a fuck that you know him? He gonna fight. A fight is a fight. You know what I'm saying? So, in that situation, their job, karma is right. Like, although we may feel that that's wrong, that is what that person signed up to do in that universe, in that life. So, he was doing what he needed to do. Now, we could feel that that's not the measure that it needed to be taken to, but realistically, in that type of situation, I think anybody busts off that gun. Your life is your life.
Yeah, but like you said,
life is your life. Like you don't know if you get ran over. Okay, cool, you survive. You topple over the car. But what if she come in and hit it in reverse, run you over for real? Like it's over, bro. Like even if you had a calm conversation with the person, now their psychological mind frame is in killer mode. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm killing this nigga. Like. Your life has to be is either you or me at that rate now. And I think that's what happens. You know, I can't say though. Like I'd be thinking like you too. I'd be trying to figure out the situation as best as I could to resolve, like to make it not be as intense. But their life is their life. You can't really. Those aren't predicted.
Yeah, not definitely. But even what you just said, like the fact that like they have a certain mindset, like that's the difference too.
Well,
like,
the only prediction is knowing the outcome of what you're gonna do. But like you don't know when that moment is going to arise to you. You know what I'm saying? When an officer hits the hood for the first time, you don't know when you're gonna have to really use your gun. You know what I'm saying? Like if a kid really, some young nigga just pulls out a chopper right on you, you're gonna have to use that on a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like. You don't know that though, but you know that you have to do what you gotta do. So that's the only reason. So I understand where you're coming from, but that's what I'm saying. Like even when we're thinking about it, anybody, even if it was a family member, that cop is gonna bust that gun, bro. Like I'm sorry. That's how I look at it, at least. But it's not the way that I would want it to go down.
Yeah. I just look at it kind of like, bro, like a lot of people already don't agree with what them niggas is doing. You know what I'm saying? So if she took it upon herself to do what she did and impede traffic the way she did in reality. Because, like, bro, if any of us was driving to work that day, we was vexed with her, bro.
Yeah.
We was upset with her. You feel me? So, like, imagine how them niggas was feeling. You feel me? Like, them niggas had to get up out their car now. Now we have to handle a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now you trying to run me over, running away. Like, no, nigga. Like, you gotta, like...
I think there's two sides to the coin. There's two sides to the coin, but regardless, what's wrong, I believe, is that we understand that people are being applied pressure on by this administration, whatever, this organization of ICE, and it's causing people now to react. And that's what I'm seeing with this situation. Whether that woman must have been frightened or something and said to herself, yo, bro, we don't even know. You could be a regular ass person, but if them niggas hem you up, they hem you up. And now you gotta fight for your life. You might get thrown into a detention center. You might go somewhere. They might put you somewhere in life. And now you like you're scared, bro, for your life.
But bro,
you know what I'm saying?
But bro.
So now, so again, hold on, KV. All I'm just saying is that niggas are being put in a position to react right now, and that's what we just saw with this. You feel me? We don't know if that woman was scared. We don't know whatever the fuck it was. I'm not justifying either side, but all I understand is that organization is instilling fear in people, and people now will call to action.
Yo, bro, she was not fearful to block them niggas, gang. She was
well,
not fearful to block them
KB,
niggas,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie, I did not see the video, so I'm not in the know of this. But from hearing just, you know what I'm saying, the outside, even as an outsider perspective, that's just what I feel, you know, with ICE in general. You know?
Now, I get your point because I don't agree with what ICE is doing either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're going into a bunch of homes, they're ripping up a bunch of families. A lot of wicked shit is going on. You know what I'm saying? But the way you handle certain situations, don't be a dickhead now about it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
gonna cost you your life.
It literally cost her life.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is cause and effect. Yeah.